today we're going to be going over how to make UGC items and get you some good Robux. So, first things first, you're going to want to hop into Studio, click over to the Avatar tab, go to Rig Builder, and then bring in a block rig. Make sure this rig is set its position to 0, 0, 0, and that will make it so it's in the center on Blender. So now we're going to export this by clicking right here and export selection. Save this somewhere where you can find it. I'm going to call it dummy. I already have one, so I'm not going to do it again. But yes, just title it dummy and then save. Then hop over into Blender, go to File, Import, and OBJ right here. Find dummy, and make sure you import the OBJ, not the MTL. Make sure to go with the OBJ and import all. If you don't center it in Roblox Studio before you do that, it could spawn in way somewhere else, and you'll be like, it didn't see the MTL. See it? Yeah, just make sure you center it first. Now, personally, I like to line mine up here. You don't have to, but I just like to do it. Now, we can start actually making a UGC model. So I think today we're gonna make some, I don't know, cloud headphones. I think that'll be fine. And to do that, I guess first we're gonna make the cloud. So for now, I'm gonna hide the dummy by clicking on it and pressing H. Now it's hidden, and to unhide that, we can just click this little eye over here. There's probably a hotkey for it as well, but your boy doesn't really know it. So let's make a cloud. We're gonna use meta balls because these are very, very nice. Now, meta balls aren't gonna be great for everything, but they are very cool for clouds. I could just click this and duplicate it, and as you can see, they kind of automatically attach to each other, and you could kind of just put these in random shapes, scale some up, scale some down, and I mean, this already looks kind of like a cloud. I do want to, let's just Control Z all of these real quick, so we only have the one, and I do want to change some of the meta ball settings, so we're gonna go right down here, and let's just change these. I'm gonna go like 0.05. Now we have a very nice smooth thing, and then for this, let's go 0.010. 0.010, boys. Very smooth, beautiful. To make the cloud, you just do Shift D and move these all around, scale up and down. I'm gonna go ahead and make a nice cloud, and then I'll be back. So I've made this little cloud, which happens to be 122,000 tries. That is not exactly okay. I also think maybe this meta ball could be a little bit smaller. We'll grab this, bring it down a little, bring it over this way. Let me get this refined down on poly counts, because there's gonna be 2 of them, which could prove to be a little bit of an issue. All right, I do believe it's 1,200 verts in all, and then 4,000 tries. So we did have to decimate the absolute heck out of this cloud. And now what we're gonna do is rotate this 90 degrees, and we're gonna move it over a little bit, back a little bit, and let's bring back in the dummy. We're gonna make these line up as headphones would. Also, they're gonna be pretty small, which means I might be able to get away with decimating it a little bit more. Let's flatten this out a little bit by doing S and X. Not too much. I still want to keep that puffy aesthetic. And let's see, a little more forward. Maybe grab them up a little more. I want them to be pretty big. We'll go something like that. Shift D to duplicate. Put this on the other side as well. About right there. Looks pretty even. Yeah. 1,034 verts and 2,000 tries. So we could keep it like this, which is so much more beautiful. Now we need to add a headband across the top. To do that, I am simply going to bring in a mesh cube. Let's bring this up, and then we're going to scale it down. We're going to have a thin band up top. Perfect. Now we'll add a mirror modifier onto this. There we go. And now we only have to edit this side, and whatever we do over here will happen on both sides. We're going to have to start rotating as well. But as you can see, it is looking pretty good. We can bring this in. We can rotate it a little bit. Something like this. And of course, we should probably fix that just a little bit. The headband is too thick, so I'm going to do S and Y. Something like this. And let's bring this down into the actual clouds. We're going to kind of move those in just by doing GG. We're going to put them about right there. And then we have this little thing right down here to fix. And there we go. We have some cloud headphones. Let's join these together. See where we are at overall. And we are at 1,070 vert. So let's grab each cut just like this. And then we're going to do Control B. There we go. A lot smoother. And overall, we still are in our limits. Now what we need to do, shade smooth, auto smooth. That looks good to me. Now we're going to go into any photo editing program. Now, first things you're going to want to do is put in 256 by 256. This is our texture size. And if it's anything above that, your item will get rejected. So make sure you do 256 by 256. That's going to give us a nice square to work with. And for these, I genuinely think we need one gradient and we'd be chilling. So I'm gonna grab my gradient tool. I'm still learning this program, by the way. Don't roast me if you're like goated at it. And we're just gonna drag this. I think we need a layer. There we go. Drag this something like so. And now we can click on our points. I'm just gonna do it like this. I'm gonna kind of cheat. Effects, gradient overlay, boom. Let's have this going up. Perfect. Let's click right here, grab our colors, and I'm gonna go a very light blue to a white to give it a nice cartoon cloud aesthetic. I'm thinking something like this. Now we can close, and all we have to do is export this and then bring it into Blender. This would be different in everything you're using. I'm just gonna export it just like that. 256 by 256, best quality export. Now that we have that, we can go to the UV editing on Blender, click open, and find it on our desktop, and then we just open image, and here it is. Now for this one, since I want an overall gradient effect, I'm just gonna do U and project from view from the sides, and then I'm gonna scale this up pretty much the entirety of the image. The more size we can take up, the more drastic the gradient will look. Something like that. Now we'll click on these, go to our materials tab, click new, click this little dot right here, image texture, and then on this drop down, we're gonna click on our texture. Then right here, Z, material preview. Oh my gosh, let me fix the dummy as well. Right down here, boom, perfect. So as you can see, we have some cool cloud headphones. I do think it'd be cool to maybe grab the top only. Let's go back to our UV editing. We're gonna grab just the top band, and we're gonna stretch this, or I guess just scale it down. Really, we could just put S0, and I just make that white. I think that looks way cooler. Now that we have this UGC, and it does meet the requirements, we would take it into Roblox Studio. So click on it, make sure you're clicking on it, file, export, OBJ. It does need to be OBJ because that will keep the size reference, and since we've imported a dummy, and make sure you click selected objects. We don't want the dummy to come with us. Now into Roblox Studio, let's move our dummy out of the ground. Click on View, Asset Manager, this little upload icon, and find your file. We're gonna open that up, apply all, and this shouldn't have any problems. There we go. Shows up right here. We'll click on it and insert with location. Now, as you can see, it does not have the texture. Very easy to fix. Just go right here, texture ID, add image, and find your texture on your computer. Then click create. Perfect. There we go. We have it now. And now that we have this, you're gonna need a plugin, which is up here somewhere. I know it is. I always lose it. Sometimes it has this icon and sometimes it doesn't. It's Asset Creator, guys. So turn this on, and now we can click what we want to make. So we want to make an accessory because this is headphones, like a hat. We're gonna click next. Click the part that you want to become the accessory. That is gonna be this right here, cloud headphones. Then we click the character it's aligned to. So we'll click right here, next. And this, I feel like it would classify as a hat. So we'll just do next. I click classic, next, and next. Now we have our item right here, which is very nice. We're gonna click on this, and another plugin you can use is UGC thumbnail tool. This is what people will see in the catalog. So if we click on this, this is currently how it looks. We're gonna use, oh man, cancel. I messed up. We're gonna use this, and then I'm just gonna use my mouse. We'll zoom out. I guess we can't zoom out that far, but you just position these how you would want it to be seen in the catalog and try to fill up as much of the box as you can. Getting centered is proving to be a little bit of an issue. We'll do something like that, and then we'll just accept it. It looks a lot better than it did. Now that we have this is the part where most of the time I stop, because in the program, we're not allowed to show you the steps to upload items and everything like that. So I can't, but I can say, if you want to join the program to upload your items to Roblox, because you can't do it unless you're in the program, you would go to the dev forum post. If I can find it, I'll link it down below. They might be closed at the moment. I'm not sure, but you fill out an application, then Roblox will hit you up probably a week or two, maybe a couple weeks later, and be like, hey, congratulations, you've been accepted. You can now upload every item you've created. Now, guys, if you're not in the program yet, I would recommend making a bunch of items, because at the moment, UGC creators have no limit per month. So if you start making items now, once you get into the program, you'll be able to upload all of them. And then you just really sit back and enjoy the Robux, honestly. But that is going to wrap up today's video. If you did enjoy and you want to see more content like this, please make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Have a great day. Later.